Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Aegon Blackfyre. And in that last episode, you will recall that we did defeat the King of the Ice Lakes and subjugated him, usurped his kingdom, and brought it into ours. And you'll actually see that we have expanded a little bit since then as well. Another few years have passed. I've gone and done some conquering in the meantime, mostly down here in the south and kind of finishing off these lands here in the first forest, which didn't really take too long. It was just a couple small wars, but you will notice that I believe it is the Bleakwater here. Indeed, the Bleakwater is now ours, and that is because our son has inherited from his grandmother here, High Chiefess Frenya of Bleakwater, passed away. Our son, Chieftain Damon, or Prince Damon, I think we should probably say, has inherited that. So instead of actually taking it over for myself, I've left him in charge here and just brought him in as a vassal, which I think is fine. And we shall hopefully help him keep his position here. And that's going to help him grow and develop here. So really, I mean, technically, we are probably, in charge of managing most of this, or, we have people who are doing that for him. But High Chieftain Damon here, our son, is the nominal ruler of these lands. Essentially, he was the one who inherited it, and that is, I think, pretty fine indeed. So you'll see that we have expanded. We've got 2 kingdom titles, and you might find something a little interesting. Well, getting those 2 kingdom titles was almost everything that we needed in order to get first forest dominance here in the hostility phase of the struggle beyond the wall. Now, normally it takes, if you're playing a regular game, it would take a lot longer to get to this point, but the fact that we are starting after our House Peak playthrough means that the struggle has been going on for a long time in game. And so they've already gotten to this hostility phase. So all we needed to do was do the conquering. And now we can essentially accomplish this, other than the fact that we don't have every de jure county as North Valyrian. And let's face it, that it doesn't really make sense to convert all of this land to North Valyrian. One, it would just take forever. It would not happen within our character's lifetime. It'd just be tedious of just sending our guy, our counselor, to go and convert over years or whatever. You'll notice that actually we have converted Storald's Point, and a few other places here have actually turned North Valyrian. So some of the wildlings are kind of converting over to this Valyrian-speaking culture that is developing around King Aegon and his family. But I have no interest in going and just doing that. I don't think it really makes sense. We rule over all these people. And let's face it, I think it should be safe to say that we have really dominated this land. I mean, at least certainly the East. The West is a little bit of a different story. But if we wish to name ourselves King Beyond the Wall, we're going to need to do just a little bit more. And I think what I would like to do is gain an alliance with the last 2 truly powerful factions here, King Whitegull of House Clanbreaker and the Magnar of Then. These are the 2 most powerful wildling factions other than us. You'll see the rest of them are relatively small. The Bay of Ice is actually reasonably strong here. But yeah, Flatfang and the Thens are really the 2 powerful ones. So we're going to try to get an alliance with both of those, and I think that we should be able to do so. Manny, son of Alfarn of the Then, is currently unmarried, unbetrothed. So let's see if we can get them into a betrothal here. We're probably going to offer our daughter Ygritte as a wife to Manny here, and so we'll see if he accepts. Obviously he will. We could just see it there. And we would like to potentially get, yes, one here as well. So let's arrange a marriage here between him and not Dayrissa. We've got other plans for Dayrissa. I'm sure you've probably figured that out by now. We'll probably say Dayella. That should be fine. So we'll offer our daughter Dayella in a betrothal here. He will accept. There we go. That's going to get us an alliance with the two most powerful factions other than us. So there we go. We'll let a little bit of time pass and we will finish that. You'll notice that I'm still in the debug menu, and that's because we're going to need to be in the debug menu once we essentially wish to select that decision, because I'm going to need to do something with the console commands to make that happen. But there you go. Look, you'll see that we now have alliances here with those two factions. I mean, we've got more than just that. We've got some strong alliances here. If we look at our total troops, like let's say we're to go up against the wall, 20,000 wildlings underneath our banner. I'm pretty sure we could take the wall at this point, but that is not quite going to happen just yet. We need to deal with a couple other things. I would like to arrange a betrothal to my son, and this is where our daughter is going to come in. You know how the Targaryens and the Blackfyres are. We are going to arrange a marriage between our son and, let's see here, find you a spouse. There we go. Alliance power, that's the easy way to sort it. And there we go, Dayrissa. We are going to arrange a marriage between our son Daemon and his sister Dayrissa. Blackfyre's keeping the bloodline pure. That's just what Targaryens and their ilk do. So we're going to send that proposal. We will accept. There we go. So that is all taken care of. So think about it this way. We have not only subjugated all of the wildlings of the first forest and the ice lakes, but we've got alliances with the Then. The Then are very independent-minded people, but even they are willing to strike a bargain with the king of the first forest here, and then the king of the Flatfangs here, which is probably and really the most powerful of the wildling factions here in the Frozen Shore Flatfang area here. We've got that alliance. So we are essentially, the main dominating, influencing force here. And so we are going to take that decision because I feel like at this point it is well earned and there's no real point to waiting here. So, well, actually, I would like to wait a little bit more because we do have Maegor Weybridge, just some random guy came to our court here, and he is making us a crown. So I'm actually going to let just a little bit of time pass until the crown's ready, because I would like to become the king beyond the wall with a fancy new crown. So let's let a little time go here. Knight qualifies. Oh, there we go. So there is a contest going on. We aren't going to join it. I don't really see the need. So, but hey, if one of our knight wins it, that is all the better here. What do we have here? Book inspiration. Not really too interested in that either. Yeah, and we're just going to save up some money, let it build up here, and then we will look to accomplish our goals. There we go. We are almost there. And I think just one more month or so here. We shall see. Another month or two. Ooh, there we go. Perk. King Aegon's crown. Let's take a look at this. Over here, my lord, my beneficiary Maegor waves me over with a wide grin. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. He presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. An ornate crown of masterful craftsmanship. The crown is forged from bronze and set with small pieces of jasper. This is lovely, masterful craftsmanship. Let's take a look at our new crown here. Prestige plus 0.16, that is nice. Men-at-Arms maintenance minus 4%. That's actually, a little bit of a decent bonus. It's not amazing, but it is still pretty good. So what we are going to do, we're going to first select our perk here, and I'm probably going to go with, living off the land. That supply capacity is quite nice, and the travel safety as well. pretty good up here in the wildling lands. So now it is time. We have our crown. Let us choose the ending decision here. So we can't choose it now. You know what? Instead of skipping past this, I'm going to show you guys how to do this for yourselves. It's actually quite easy. Just press the tilde key, go to bypass requirements, or type that in here. There you go. Now you'll see we get options to do all of these things. This is a little behind the scenes look to how things are done here. But then we can choose to end the struggle beyond the wall without fulfilling this last requirement. Like I said, I don't think that this really makes sense for the context of the story here. And then we shall be named the King Beyond the Wall. First forest dominance. For too long, the free folk have suffered at the hands of the Night's Watch. Today, we will restore the hope that the descendants of the first men lost millennia ago. There is now no other realm that can truly contest our dominance in the lands beyond the wall, or the priests and the settlers who bring the word of the old gods and North Valyrian civilization to its villages. All that remains is to declare this victory, having decided how to proceed with our rule. The settlement of these frozen lands will be our focus. So we gain some renown. We gain cultural hostility. Okay, different cultural opinion, same cultural opinion. This isn't going to be helpful, but it is what it is. And we gain some other bonuses. Promote culture. Ooh, this could be helpful actually, because if we can convert people to North Valyrian, that's going to make people worship us the way that we expect here. So there we go. And that is that. So we have the nickname, the King Beyond the Wall. We're going to go and end the bypass requirements that we had there. And then all those things go. And then we are going to exit out of debug mode because we don't need that anymore. So the King Beyond the Wall. I think that we should be able to, we don't automatically gain this title, but we can create the Empire title once we fulfill the rest of these requirements. We need quite a few more counties and a little bit more gold. We might try to achieve this, but really, gaining the nickname is already kind of enough in some sense. We are kind of hailed as King Beyond the Wall. Similar situation to Mance Raider, when Mance, deserted the wildlings and ended up, earning their respect, becoming the King Beyond the Wall, getting the Thens and getting all the wildling tribes to follow him. This is essentially what we have done here. So yeah, we gain some bonuses. That's going to change some things as well. But we can, start converting some of these places as well. So yeah, promoting culture only takes, a year and a half here. So that's actually not so bad. Getting these wildlings to become North Valyrian, which is essentially, worshiping us as, almost more than a god than a man. Not, I would like to reform our religion, but we'll have to do that at some other point. I did notice we can also reform our culture here, and get another perk. And I was looking at one. Some of these are way too expensive, 4,000, 5,000, 7,000. There's one that's cheap that actually would be useful, and that is Winter Warriors. So the Winter Soldier Commander trait is more common. We get extra bonuses, winter bonuses, and we gain a decision to recruit winter commanders. That's all good. Taiga danger goes down by -19. That is actually quite good. It's not amazing, but we'll still have 2 more spaces for even better ones. So I do want to actually get this Winter Warriors. So it'll be established in 5 years. That's going to be helpful to us. So yeah, there we go. We have, and let's put on our new crown. Why don't we? King Aegon's crown. So here you can see our new crown, and I believe we have fashioned this to be made similar to King Aegon's crown. Indeed, this is the crown of King Aegon the First, Aegon the Conqueror. We've probably designed ours to look like that. Speaking of Aegon, he is dead. Aegon is dead. Okay. He was accidentally slain by Daemon's hand during a scuffle. What? Who is Daemon? Daemon is a holy brother who murdered the king. He's from the Vale. Interesting. Did the Vale have something to do with King Aegon's death? I mean, Lord Sarmon here certainly would, he did lead a rebellion. The guy's a murderer. He's just a horrible, horrible person here. Lord Sarmon is. Would not be surprised. And this leaves an interesting position because Aegon did have a son. So Princess Daenerys was Aegon's heir for almost 27 years. Yeah, 20 years. She was the only son of daughter of King Aegon, the only child. And she was looking to inherit. But late in his life, Aegon did have 4 more children, 3 daughters and a son, Rhaegar here. And now the 8-year-old Rhaegar goes over his sister and takes the throne. His sister, cynical. She is humble, but she's also wrathful and stubborn. Very intelligent, holy warrior. This is a very strong, capable woman who thought that she was going to be the queen for 20 years. And then a boy is born, and suddenly all that is taken away. I wonder how Princess Daenerys is going to feel about this. Interesting question. Is this going to cause some instability in the Iron Throne? That remains to be seen, but we are definitely going to keep an eye out for that because we probably have the power here now to defeat the wall. 22,000 wildlings against the wall. I don't know if they would be able to defeat us, but if we can potentially... Well, I might have spoken too soon or not soon enough. What is going on here? Defending against Princess Daenerys Dragonstone in the war for her claim on the Seven Kingdoms. Okay, so who's on the sides here? Daenerys, Lord Lucian, Lord of Dice. Okay, who else do we have? Defenders. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the sides here. I thought that was. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Wow, so our former character, Lord Urathon of House Peak, has actually joined Daenerys in her claim. Interesting. I mean, his mother was a Velaryon, and Daenerys is married to a Velaryon. That is so interesting. Wow, so this character, the son of our previous character, Lord Titus here, has decided to join Daenerys' claim. Who else do we got on these sides here? 15 allies. So it's mostly smaller ones here. So she's got a lot of small allies. 40,000 troops, though. So not terrible. And then on the enemy side, we've got the Reach, we've got Dorne, and then some smaller ones as well. So actually quite a few people are staying out of it. Westerlands are staying out of it. The Riverlands staying out of it. The Vales staying out of it. The North is staying out of it. Stormlands are staying out of it. So, okay. Young King Rhaegon here is going to go up against his sister, and this is going to provide us with some opportunities. Oh, what about the Iron Islands? Yeah, so everybody's staying out of it except for the Reach and Dorne. I mean, 44,000 troops, that's not terrible. It would have been helpful if, Lord Sarmon here, I mean, I feel like he had a hand in this. I feel like he was the one who got King Aegon killed here. Even if it didn't happen like mechanically in the game, I just like the idea that he sent some, blackmailed some holy brother into going and killing the king, essentially. It's a cool idea, anyways. But now they're all staying out of it. They're letting the fighting happen in between the Targaryens. This could be our opportunity. We are going to declare war on the wall and we are going to conquer the wall. I mean, when would we have a better opportunity? 22,000 troops versus his 6,000? Even if their troops are better quality than ours, which they definitely are, our troops are decent quality, his troops are high quality. The vast amount of troops that we have that are, better than his. And look at this. We've got, if you take a look at our retinues, which I did actually go and increase here, you'll see that the Dragon Guard is expanded. 4 out of 8. We've got a more armored horsemen, and the rest of them are still smaller, but it should be fine. The Dragon Guard's going to kick a lot of arse here, so let us. Yeah, I think we're just going to do it. When else are we going to get a better opportunity than this? Let us take the wall, or raise up our armies and defeat these Black Brothers. The ones who we once would have called brothers, but not for, we didn't call them brothers for very long once we deserted here. 14,000 troops. This is a big army we got here. Let's go in straight over and hit them hard, hit them fast, and deal them a blow that they will not forget here. I think our army should be able to take the wildlings. Let's see if we can go and hit them here. Oh, we got to call in our allies, obviously. So let's call in the Then and the forces of Flatfang here. And yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that we'll be able to win the fight here on our own. Oh, we did just spend a bunch of prestige calling them in, but whatever. We'll get the prestige back pretty fast, I'm sure. I took out Daemon playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He later lashed out thinking I had staged it. Paranoid or sadistic? I don't really want him to be sadistic. I mean, it's not terrible. But paranoid, is paranoid good? Sadistic is probably better, honestly, but we're going to take a critical stress hit here. So sadistic. Oh, I just don't really know if... Is this a personal choice that I don't want him to be sadistic? What is the better option here? Yes, it was certainly a test. Well done, Daemon. Someone always suffers. Make certain it is not you. I feel like this is a more in-character thing. We are ruthless. So we're going to take this option. Our son's going to be sadistic, but you know what? Well, we might just have to play an evil character next. Sometimes that's what happens. Apparently, this is an even fight. I wonder if we can make it better, like if we do it ourselves. I mean, oh, they're running, so obviously they do not think that they can win. We're gonna have to wait for our allies, I think, to come in and or try to like hit them somewhere where we'll have the advantage. I don't want to cross a river. Yeah, I mean, so the thing is, the Night's Watch troops are obviously better quality. They're better armor. They've got, better training and things like that. Our troops are, well, maybe not better training, direct training. Our wildling warriors are battle hardened. But, the better armor, the better supplies, things like that, that makes the Night's Watch quite dangerous to us. So we're going to need to watch out here and try to, I mean, we could win this one. They've got more men-at-arms counter as well. What about Cat Eyes? How would you be able to... Oh, she wouldn't even get there in time. Do we go? I mean, our allies are on their way. You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to take them on here. Oh, we split their army in half. Oh, that is unfortunate for you, Lord Ganwell of Briar's Ward. Your army is going to get... Yeah, there's not enough of you to feed us here. So, look at that. We just took on half of their army, and now we're going to go and deal with the other half here. So yeah, pretty skillful play here by King Aegon, the king beyond the wall here, to crush the forces of the Night's Watch in two separate battles here, split them in half, and then deal with them one at a time. Oh, and we captured the Lord Commander. What? I was expecting a huge, long siege of the wall here, but we just captured the Lord Commander. Let's take a look at these two battles. Let's take a look at this one first. Details of that battle. Events. Our captain, Queen Harma. Wow, look, our wife has just went on a rampage, and she killed Vylar Carlet, Rick and Gory wounded, and Lord Duncan wounded. Wow, our wife is a complete badass. 36 prowess. This is insane. I hope she passed that on to her children. Wow, impressive. Let's take a look at the details of this battle here. Events. Raymond slew Barris Summerbean while he was retreating. Oh yeah, coward, retreating from battle. Our captain, High Chieftain Mance. Ooh, this is the High Chieftain of the Drowned Forest here. Ripped the head off Uther Tavot and became a berserker. Our captain, Chiefess Harma, killed Agramore Furrows, and then we wounded Hoarfrost Barrows here and captured the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. We smashed the Night's Watch army. They are, just badly beaten and broken, and we will march the Lord Commander up into the wall. All the prisoners of the Night's Watch, we probably have, hundreds of prisoners from this battle. And now we will go and bring them, and we would, if they don't open the wall to us, we'll just execute them all. And I think that with that at stake, they have no choice but to accept our demands. Let us enforce our demands, and look at that. The wall is ours. That is something else. Well, very interesting indeed. We're gonna have to deal with these, Black brothers who still hold some of these lands. I mean, we've got the Shadow Tower, but apparently they're still clinging to Eastwatch by the Sea. We'll see if we can get that back from him. But yeah, so they're forced to retreat to, these, hiding here in the north. We'll see if we can finish them off later on. But I mean, look at that. Yeah, we've captured, we've got Castle Black, we've got the Shadow Tower. The last holdouts at the wall themselves are here in Eastwatch by the Sea, but really it's surrounded and it's basically ours. The rest of the Night's Watch flee to Brandon's gift and the new gift, and that is pretty much going to be them done. The question is, what do we do from here? I mean, do we take our wildling army south, declare a war against the north, conquest against the north? I mean, it is possible. We can potentially declare another. We may only attempt one invasion war. Will it let us do so? That's a good question. We shall have to see. But yeah, could you imagine if we could take the north? Let me know what you guys think we should do in the next little bit. Oh, Bay of Ice is kind of strong. Yeah, we are going to be moving, and we are going to be moving quickly here. And yeah, we need the advice of our counselors. So leave your comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do, because it, 1, makes my day, and 2, it makes sure that you guys can see the next videos when they come out. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode.